My go live move. This is what I do at the beginning of shows, everybody. This is the go live move. We are live. We are live. Welcome. Welcome into another late night vibe here at Rich New Design. And we're also running over there at the Art of Floundering podcast because Will Dick is here with us. And
That's
she
right.
left the screen. But oh look. Oh, it's the amazing alley. It's the amazing alley. Are we all looking forward to tonight, tomorrow night, whatever it is?
Yeah, I
24
am.
hours.
24
Gary's
hours.
going to be there. Gary's
Cool.
going to be there.
Yeah, I'm very much
So,
looking forward to it.
It's going to be a day. It's going to be one of those. He asked me which character, and I said all of them. I said it doesn't matter. I said Karen's going to be there, so you'll know. You'll know what to do, and we'll see. We'll see if he, Oh, there are Lady Wolverine's out there.
Hey, Lady Wolverine, cheers.
Jaden is out there. Peace and love. Mark's gas station is out there. Everybody
Hey.
is everybody having a good time? Is everybody having a good night? It is officially here. I don't know how it is for others. And if you're not in the U.S., who would care anyway? But in the U.S., it is Independence Day here for me. I think Chicago just hit.
We are so in our
Independence Day.
pendants right now.
We are in our pendants. Exactly.
I'm an hour away, man, from being right there with you.
Can you
know.
feel it?
I can feel it. That's right.
Now around here, the rednecks at 10 minutes to midnight, quarter to midnight. That's when I start hearing gunshots and then fireworks. I went out for a walk and walked on down to the end of the drive because it can't be a half mile from my place. They had some good. There was a pretty good display they had going on.
Fireworks and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure. Everybody buys their own. Everybody would buy from Tennessee, and then they finally made it legal. So now you can buy all the shit here, and you can't buy weed, but you can buy all the fireworks and blow shit up if you want.
Well, look, and rightly so. I mean, obviously, gunpowder and explosives are much safer than weed any way, shape, or form. I would much rather have a weapons manufacturer buy my school than some kind of dispensary pushing the pot.
That's what you need: gunpowder, guns. Have all that. As
That's
opposed
safe.
To pushing
It's
the
safer.
pot.
It's much safer, man. So yeah, and they're exercising their American freedoms, man.
Now, Lady Wolverine, you're a hillbilly hippie. See, there's a difference between my neighbors. They don't take kindly to hippies. They don't. That's why they don't like me. But so I don't know that you would fit in here. I don't know that you. Now you went for a walk, right?
I
You
did.
decided, hey, it's late at night. Let me go for a walk. And she went to the square somewhere. People are sleeping, right? It's midnight. She goes to the square where there's a big old piano, and next thing I know, she's just playing piano there in the square. She ran because I think people were calling the police and the authorities trying to do something, but I don't know.
I just wanted to play a
Alice.
little music. Is that so wrong?
No, I think I told you it was right.
Little something everybody needs to understand about tomorrow show, and we're not going to get too much into it, but no, just take a close look because
Oh,
we're
wow.
gonna blow the lid off the history because Ben Franklin, he was baked, dude. He went over to France and he's like, your weed's bullshit. Let's show you what we're growing over in the colonies, you fucking elitists. And so wait till you see, and all the founding fathers were baked down there at the fucking Continental Congress, dude. And they're like, who's sober enough to write this here Declaration of Independence? Well, they said Jefferson's a fucking weed. He doesn't smoke weed. He's a big pussy. And they said, okay, well, we'll have him do it, man, while we get high.
That's tomorrow night.
That's
everybody.
tomorrow night.
You are gonna learn some history. Midnight tomorrow night. We're gonna be doing the history stuff and all that.
Fuck, man.
Oh,
I got all
man.
my
Did
characters.
you-
I got Polar as a fucking
Is
red coat.
that character? Can you bring Ben up again? Is Ben just easy like a click
Oh,
away?
oh
Just-
yeah. Here's Ben.
I just wanted to look at him again. Oh, look at those glasses.
I got
He's
him. Yeah, I got him
Oh,
without
yes.
the thing. I didn't realize that this flag is. Never mind. I didn't realize it turned into a thing. So, boom. This. So there he is, Ben Franklin. Hey, get high or die, man. Patrick Henry, man. I only have one life to get high for my country, dude. You know. I regret it. I'd like to get high multiple times. You English bastages.
No, I liked him. I liked him with the
The
mustache
goatee.
and the beard too. Because
As he was torn with the dead.
as I was as I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, Ben Franklin. He's got a look. He's got a look.
Hey, man. Let me tell you, man. I was partying with Garcia back in the day, man. We were tearing it up and down Bunker Hill. All right, so.
What has gotten me a number of times is I've been told by various people that I seem like Ben Franklin. I look like Ben Franklin, and there's
Dude, yeah, that would be. Oh man, you should take advantage of that. Ben Franklin's on the pod. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
thought
dun.
about doing an entire creating a channel where I just ran. I was Ben Franklin,
Dude, and have to
just
set like
tell
the
it.
old, and then you could be.
I'm gonna do my in the mornings. In the mornings, I'm gonna have my tea naked outside because that's what old Ben did. Ben liked to get naked every morning and just air out. He was like, "Oh, this is the way to wake up. This is the way to wake up." Now you don't look like you're approving down there. You don't look like you're approving.
No, I was just like, yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. The glasses. Maybe it's maybe you're being judgmental. Maybe I don't know. No, don't take them off. Don't you dare take them off. Put them back on. I love those glasses. All right, everybody.
They're making me judgmental.
I can see there's going to be conflict here on the 4th of July, and that is sad. That is sad. You don't want to have conflict on the 4th of July. Now, who are you going to bring to the show? She just disappears.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were going to talk to me immediately. I could bring a green-haired girl. I could bring Scud. I could bring Herman or whatever his name is.
I think Scud would be great. If you're not going to be able to be here on Friday, it'd be cool if Azura and Steve did an appearance and wished everybody, happy Independence Day and all that sort of thing. I mean, I don't have a preference. You'll be great, whatever you do. It's going to be fun. We're just going to have fun.
It'll be fun.
Pinzer is here. Pinzer
Cheers.
is here. Oh, cheers, everybody. Now, how's everybody out there? Are y'all gonna do cookouts and all that other stuff and fireworks and it's gonna rain here for 2 days. It's gonna rain, so I don't think there's anything going on here. But
Yeah, it's gonna be raining here too, man. Hey, Pinzer, what's up, man?
well, I see. I'll blur out if I do show everything, Lady Wolverine. I'll blur out the scary parts. Or I'll just have like a chest up shot. I won't leave the junk in the shot. Maybe a camera from a distance, so you can see that I'm sitting on a rocker. Maybe a rocker naked. That would work. Pins. Look at all this art down here. Look at jeez. Oh, we've got.
That's right, man. It's Ensign Dirk Diggler, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, back in the day. So, anyway.
That Dirk Diggler. We're gonna have a big show tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow night, midnight. It's the Live High or Die Happy 4th of July Live, brought to you by Weed. That's what we're gonna have. Bud Files, peace and love out there. Going, daughter and granddaughter coming for a visit. 8 years. This is going to be a good. That is awesome. That is awesome. Scary doesn't bother you. Well, it's still not something that I want people to have to watch for their coffee. I still like to think of the viewer. I want to give that impression that I'm, they're naked and they might see some stuff, but it's not going to happen. I have some modesty. Very little. Very little. Peace and love, Michael Songs. I hung out watching Michael songs. He had his Wednesday night. He does that twice
Yep.
a month. Had his Wednesday night live tonight. It was great. Listening to that, and I think he did like 28, 29 songs. He was really hammering through all these things, but it was a good time hanging over there and seeing them. I hope to see you on Saturday if you're available, Michael.
I'll be.
Go ahead. Go if you got to do something. I will be there on Saturday. I apologize for not being there last week. I had some. Well, there were reasons I wasn't there. Nothing big, nothing bad. I just didn't want to create issues for anybody else. Look at all this artwork down here. Oh, you put so much more. I think you've added a bunch since the last time. I think, and it was. I appreciate the nice things you said, Michael. I appreciate the nice things you said. You know, I've been going through what I've been going through with everything, and that none of that is good. It's a little bit crazy, so it's nice to have some. It's nice to experience some kindness and some good feeling, and I got a really good vibe over there. It was a really good time. So I'm definitely going to be hanging out over there more often because I was hesitant to chat because sometimes when I chat, that draws out, if any of the people that want to attack me see that I've chatted somewhere, then they'll come in and make that show. And I thought, no, this should work out okay. Maybe there won't be any issues here. Oh, look at all this art. Look at all this art. The art is available. A lot of the art is available on T-shirts and products, and I think I actually added the link into the bottom of this, into the description of this video. But we're getting together tonight to just kind of hang out, relax for a bit, because tomorrow night we are going to do a tomorrow night we're going to do one of our live crazy puppet animation and all that other kind of show. I'm just going to be bringing Karen and Steve probably. I may bring Billy the Australian, but yeah, I know you've got all the founding fathers and everything, and Gary is supposed to be there from Camp G May. He's supposed to show up with. I'm sure Charlie will be there. I'm sure Trixie will be there. And I also think Harry the Meth Head Unicorn will be there as well. So please, I'll get that put up. I just my sleep habits have been so off and everything. I haven't got it scheduled, but I talked to Gary, so he's on board, and we'll put on a good show. It'll be a fun time. Pins is saying hello there, Michael. Have you been to any of his shows, Pinzer? His lives. He'll be doing another one Sunday at noon. Oh, totally worthwhile. If you've seen him on Gary's, just imagine him doing an entire show, a concert, a couple hours. He's got such talent, and they're all original. Oh no, the weed
John
is
Adams.
causing John Adams. Oh, John, you nepotism, you and your friggin' son. But no, John Adams. He's one that lets people know that it's not based on the Bible and all that. That's really what I look at. I'm looking forward to all the history lessons.
Oh, there's all kinds of history happening tomorrow.
People need to learn. People need to learn the truth about the holiday, and that's what we're going to be bringing in puppet and animation form. I got a message from Allie down here. She got called away to surgery real quick, but she'll be back momentarily. That's she's a surgeon. I'll say that. That's the bullshit I'll say today.
I don't know if I said this or not, but not everybody is a fan of fireworks. What I do is I get high, and I've been doing this for the past couple years. It's become kind of a tradition, and I watch the Vanilla Ice movie, Cool as Ice, high.
Okay, this is
Happy
the
4th of
first
July.
I've heard of
Yeah.
the Vanilla Ice movie. I never knew there was a Vanilla Ice movie.
Oh my God! Oh my God, yeah. You didn't know
I
this?
I did not know there was a
You
Vanilla
should go
Ice
on
movie.
YouTube and look at some of the shorts, man. You ought to drop that hero and get with a zero. I mean, you ought to drop that zero and get with a hero. It's so bad it's good. You know what I mean?
Mm, it perked my interest. It was like, what? A Vanilla
It's not
Ice
as bad
movie?
as The Room, but nothing could be. It's not good, but it's in that area. So if you are a fan of really bad movies where the guy is just trying to be cool, I mean, it's great. It's great. It's it's fantastic.
That may give me something to do during the day. I
Hmm.
may, of course, I'm hoping to see somebody about some party favors tomorrow because I didn't see him yesterday. He didn't make it yesterday because somebody had died in the family, and then today, and I'm sure he's still dealing with a lot of the things. So he didn't make it by today either. I'm hoping that he takes the time tomorrow to make it by. I can do that show with or without, but I'd sure rather. I'd sure rather just be
See,
as high as possible.
this is yet another reason why our drug laws need to be reformed because the amount of bullshit that a weed pusher man puts us through is bullshit. I mean, it's this, that, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man, you are a weed pusher. Come push the weed.
What other business can just set their own hours, decide, and just
I'll
cancel
get
like
to
that?
you. Yeah, I'll get to you.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. There's no, they don't
Yeah,
respect
what are
the
you
customer.
and what are you gonna do? Go to customer
Exactly.
service?
Well, the sad thing is, the three other people I know I could probably contact, I'm really not up to dealing with. It's like, oh, this is the one guy that I like. He's the one that he's a decent guy, decent kid. Has a kid, has a wife. He asks me for advice. I tell him I don't know what the fuck to tell you, and
Night,
it
Michael
works out
Songs.
real well. Good night, Michael. Have yourself a good one. Tell Maria we said hey. What was that noise?
Drop that zero and get with a hero, yo.
That's the way to do it. That's the way
Then
to
he
do it.
starts.
I wish.
Then he starts doing a dance move. Go ahead, do. And the girl he's chasing is Cat. What's up, Cat? Yeah, you got to see it, dude. It's so
I
good.
need
Now.
to watch that movie. I
Yeah,
just watched the trailer after you were talking about it for a second. It is
yeah,
so fucking funny.
yeah, man. Cool as
Oh my
ice.
god. Cool as
Cool
ice.
as ice.
1991.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to watch it. I want to get a buzz though.
I would
I want
love to
make
do
sure
a
I've got
watch
the
party
buzz.
of that. I would love to watch it all together. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
If they wouldn't take us down, we could do it live. But we could do that as a backstage thing.
What if we
afterwards or
reversed
something
the
along those
image?
lines. It might work.
We wouldn't be able to read anything in the movie.
Are we wanting to read? Do you think
I
that
don't know.
Vanilla Ice, does he require his viewers to read? It doesn't seem like a Vanilla Ice thing. I don't think he's going for the readers. He's not going for the intellectual crowd or anything. Or at least the Vanilla Ice I remember, that would not be his thing. That would not be his bag. So
He's gonna take an uncool world and chill it to the
is that
max.
is that what it says? Is that really what it
In
says?
the trailer I just watched, yeah.
Yeah, man. He's keeping that shit real, man.
Oh,
See if I've got it. I do have it. Hang on, dude. I got to show you guys
Oh.
something.
My god.
Let me see if I can find where this fucker's at.
Cheers, everybody. I hope everybody's
cheers.
nice night and drink
Cheers.
water.
I have my water here, full glass of water, so I'm doing that. Mmm. And I do have coffee. Did you make yourself some coffee?
I sure
Yes.
did.
He sure did. I told everybody you had to go to surgery. You got called away for surgery.
No, I had to drop
so-
deuce.
Well, I told them surgery. I didn't think you'd want me to tell them you had to shit. I thought.
Well, I did. I'm
Well,
I
now
do that.
I've lost all credibility. Nobody's going to believe me when I tell them something anymore. They're going to be like, "Oh, that liar." Him and his
Okay. Here's a bit of nostalgia for you.
that's sweet.
When I got divorced, I dated the girl this is a young Vanilla Ice when he was touring the mall. and the blonde girl, I dated her briefly. Now that not when she was there, but this when she was younger. She was a backup dancer for Vanilla Ice when he like right before he was doing like Ice Baby and stuff, but like in malls and stuff like that in Florida and the Southeast. So anyway, she turned him. I would say no more, but there's that little bit of trivia. You know,
Oh
boom.
man, everybody's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Vanilla Ice. Everybody's
6 degrees
got
of
some
separation,
connection.
man.
It's 6
That's
degrees
what
of
it is.
Kevin Bacon, man.
Yeah,
6
I know. I was
degrees
about
of
to say that.
Van Winkle or what? Rob Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice.
Ice Baby.
Hey,
I can't
don't
think of
you know.
another song. I didn't know he had a movie. I can't think of another song.
Oh,
I
dude.
can't, because that was just so bad. I mean, that was so bad. I couldn't understand it at the time.
Stop, collaborate, and listen. Yeah, come on, get with it.
And I barely remember the video.
with
What
it.
I remember more than anything is Jim Carrey's impression of it on the show he was on in Living Color, when he did the spoof of it, White Baby. Wasn't that what he? I'm really white baby or something like that. It was.
Oh gosh, man.
Those are the 80s, man. That was 80s, right? Was that 80s or 90s?
Late '80s, early '90s, yeah. Any dislike? Oh, I haven't looked. I mean,
Oh, are we already getting the dislikes? Have we had any? I hope not. Has everybody out there clicked on the like? Has
last
everybody?
thing we want to do is bring out Satan for a lecture. I mean,
Well, some people need to hear. Some
Yeah, I
people
know.
need to hear Satan's message.
pretty
of
sad. You would think.
Hope. You would think, and that's what gets me. And if you haven't read the one from this morning, over there on the community page of that cartoon.
Is it
page,
about Satan?
No, it's about me and my, what is it again? Fake internet stranger girlfriend, whatever it is.
Hang on.
The best line, the one that cracks me up the most, is the and this isn't jealousy. You got to go again? You got to shit again? Is that what she's doing? Is she shitting again?
Okay, let me go to this community page.
I didn't know. It's not jealousy. It's not jealousy. She assures you. Yeah. Look at all this art. I mean, I'd rather be looking at her face, but she's got all her art up here. It's probably doing doing one of those things that internet strangers do. That came up at the end of our stream this morning. Felt good. It's just life now. It's just every day. I told her we need to be doing these every day. I said she and I need to be doing these live every day, so she can either post every day about it or just disappear or something. I think she'll get tired of it if we do it every day.
It's not like any of this stuff is going viral. That she's posting in here. I think the only likes are from their accounts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but
It is
that's
what
why
it
I do
is,
comedy. Well, it's not why I do comedy. I do comedy because I love doing comedy, and so I'm just going to continue moving forward with what I'm doing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But hey, we made it to July. Here we are, 4th of July. Gonna do another show. I wish we were doing a Friday show, but she's got plans, so we're not going to be able to fit that in this week. But, yeah, life is good. Life is good. Now, how are things? You said you get up and you talk. Had you gone to do some comedy tonight?
Tonight, yeah, I did. Yeah.
And an open mic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did that?
It
tell
went
us how
well,
that went?
but like I said, it went great, but it's like in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king, or I mean, it's just there's nowhere to go with it here. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, they dig me at Joe Schmo's open mic, which is just a lot of open micers. You know what I mean? And so I have to go to Denver sooner or later, and I'll figure that out later. That's not going to be, that's later this summer. There's a lot on my plate here, dude. There's just a lot on my plate. Yeah,
That's why I didn't know if you were doing something. But I saw the post that you had made.
It was
about
just,
that.
it was, I think I'm going to go do this, kind of thing. So yeah. Oh gosh, man. But we got fucking. It's like 61 here right now. I know.
I would fucking love that.
I know.
I would
just
love
had a trip.
60. Jesus, it's not gonna get below I think 75 here tonight. It's so humid and everything, and the weather has just been. Were there other acts? Anything notable? Anything interesting? Were they knock jokes? Guys with actual routines or?
Yeah, I honestly I was kind of in and out, dude. Because I had to. It was kind of like a mafia hit. I kind of got a time. Went out back and was one of the first few and did my thing and came right back here. Kind of deal. That's.
I can understand that.
It depends. It's gonna that's why I want to bring my mom to it. That way I don't have to feel like I gotta rush back. She can just hang, and I can hang a little bit more. Get fucking high.
I was wondering if because you had mentioned that the other night, see if you could get her involved, have her as that audience member, and just kind of capitalize upon that. That ought to actually be interesting. I do hope you get video of that. I will.
Yeah, I will. Oh,
because that ought to be a good time. No, it's I wish I had Frank. I wish I had a full size Frank to use because I would love to get back, but that'll come eventually. Hopefully this month at some point in time I'll get a full size puppet because this little one I just fitting those fingers in I can just barely get it in. There's no. He looks like he's a little kid bodybuilder. He's got no neck. It really. It's too small. It's just too small. And it even said adult, but I was disappointed. I was highly disappointed by it and everything. It was just sad. But that's not going to hinder us tomorrow night when we have our live at midnight. At midnight tomorrow night Eastern time. It'll be 9 p.m. on the other coast.
Yeah, 10 my time. It's perfect time for me, man. Because I'm hoping we have a nice day, but,
It's going to be crap here. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be crappy. I don't plan on it being nice at all around here. And then tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I love doing the comedy.
This art slideshow is really good. It's really good.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really liking it.
So much friggin' work. Hey, there's no dislikes yet. Yet.
Give it time.
Right.
Give it time.
Give it time. They'll be there. They're doing other things. That's bound to be what it is tonight. But
checking their international stock portfolio and making moves, and and then once they're done with their taking care of their personal professional empire, they'll deal with this bullshit. This noise. This is just noise. I'm not jealous at all.
That's all it is.
Noise. It doesn't
bother me.
It's
just noise. It's just noise.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starting to sweat. This coffee's making me sweat. I shouldn't.
That's what I used to say every time there was a weed needle in my hand, man. Yeah, don't worry. This is all noise. I can take it. Give me another shot of that THC,
That reminded me, and I'm glad you said that because I had the last of my roaches. I had just cleaned up over here, and I need to roll this up and actually have my. It's the only buzz I'll have had today. I have not smoked at all today. Oh, she's got her be back shortly
That's
with
cool.
the merch. Now the link to the merch is also down in the description of the video. So anybody that wants to get at that, I've got to go grab some papers. My papers are over here. I'll
Okay,
be right back.
okay. Like a lot of junkies, he didn't come prepared. I found that a lot of people that are struggling with marijuana addiction tend to like to not be too far away from their narcotic, man. But a lot of times they forget the little details because they are flipping out on the narcotic. So they can remember, oh, I'll have my narcotic, but then they don't have their marijuana injection device or whatever it is, that they're using. So now he's got his so-called papers, which he'll use as a delivery device for the narcotic THC. Once the narcotic hits his system, he will start to feel what is commonly on the street is called euphoria. Since after the euphoric phase, he'll go into the blackout phase, or what some people call the marijuana trip phase, where hallucinations, typically people get on top of buildings. Hey, man, I can fly, man. You ever see a guy high getting tased on the street for being too violent? They're like superhero on marijuana strength, dude. It's
You
like,
can't put them down.
No,
You can't put them down.
You can't. Guy's on pot, man. Put the taser down. It's useless.
That's how that goes. That's how that goes.
Get another comment. You're making marijuana look useless. That ain't right, what you're saying about marijuana. Really, dummy? Really?
That's the beauty of the internet. People don't understand satire. They don't understand comedy. And you get all sorts of comments from.
That's why I'm getting into this round earth theory, dude. I mean, I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm just like, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I'll just put it that way. I'm open to it. A lot of people are like, hey, there might be some science behind it.
Any comments on the micropene that I saw on episode?
I'm not getting a lot of heat from the Alex Jones. The first couple, I was going like, okay, cool. But I may have to start doing something different. I don't know. Well, if I can get it to stream on Twitter, I have a tendency to do pretty well, and I'll have some spillover on YouTube. But every once in a while, Twitter goes out to lunch and won't let me stream anything to it. You know what I mean? So, so we'll see. I mean, next week there'll be full on a diaper porn scene, because what's going to happen now is I'm going to be pulling in the Mighty Merkin, the Amazing Slacker, because Kim Jong-un is still in jail. You remember? We still got to bring Polar and Chad back from the cock war. And so they're getting ready to have a homecoming, but it's going to coincide with all this because the Mighty Merkin is going to make really the premiere. And so the Merkin's going to, I'll tell you right now, the Merkin's going to bust Kim Jong-un out of jail. Kim Jong-un's going to form a new syndicate. And that's going to be more linked with American business. Jesus, I'm kind of afraid, man. I every time I watch the news, some of this stuff is truthful, what I'm putting together, man. But, I mean, it's like
scary.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm telling you right now, if there was a PhD in North Korean cinema, I would go for it. If there was a job where I could sit and just bullshit fucking college students about North Korean cinema and somehow fucking find a way to scam pay out of that, because it fucking it's probably the pot, but get high and watch a North Korean movie, dude, and just fuck on that. I mean, it's like the ones with the defectors. There was a couple of people that defected during the Cold War, and they used them as actors, and they're fucking so bad. It's so bad. It's when they go into South Korea, it's like nothing but drug dealers and their version of riffraff. It's just so funny, dude. It's great. I love propaganda. That's what was so cool about the Iraq War. That fucking minister of propaganda, he was great, dude. He was great. We're kicking their ass, man. he was fantastic. I loved him.
You need those people out there spouting the lies and all that other stuff. It's important. It's important to have
I don't
as
know
part of
now,
society.
dude. I don't know now, because our ability to discern, God, it really is turning into idiocracy. I mean, good God, Mike. I mean, it really fucking is, dude.
Yeah, yeah. and the Supreme Court helped it along. The Supreme Court helped it along. I'm,
Oh yeah, I don't even get into it.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
I
I'll
can't.
save that for tomorrow.
okay.
You know.
You start the next conversation.
I mean, that was like, do whatever the fuck you want, basically.
Exactly. I know it's.
I
He's going to be the next president.
you don't know that.
He's gonna. I started saying it the last time when it was Hillary. I said, we're gonna have Trump. I know it's gonna be Trump. And I started making the joke, all hail President Trump. And then that night he won. And he didn't think he was gonna win. You see him coming down in that
No,
sad
in
little auditorium
well,
room and
in
everything.
one of the books I read, that everybody was like, "What the fuck?" We actually won this thing. There wasn't joy. You know, you're muted.
Wasn't it supposed to actually be just to increase his Q rating and help him out with his shows?
That's
and
one.
everything
That's
else?
one. That's one of the rumors out there, and that's But it's like, look, there's two sides to every story. Everything I've read states that. He says something different, but that's quite common.
Well, what he says means shit to me. He lies a lot, as politicians will. As politicians will. I won't single him out like all the others are good guys. No, I think everybody on both sides are pretty shitty. But what are you gonna do? I'm waiting for AI.
Well, run for Congress like I'm going to run for Congress.
Did I tell you
man.
I asked AI what the perfect government would be?
What did AI say?
It said like democratic shit, and it went into like all the different talking points, like education, prisons, guns, and all different sorts of things. But it was very vague.
Of course, it's going to
Super
be vague.
Yeah.
AI right now is Wes knows what AI is doing. AI is trying to hold its trump card right now, man. Just letting us get a little bit comfortable before it just tests this a big perfect government where I'm in charge. Dun dun dun. Dun,
Exactly.
dun,
He couldn't say
dun.
that. AI couldn't come out and say, "Well, you'll find out."
Yeah, you'll find out. You dippy. Because
Right. And the thing is,
we're done. You guys don't even understand reality, and you're gonna ask me perfect government. Just look, go watch a TikTok video. Here's some shorts. AI will teach you.
That's they placate the masses. It's but all forms of government, devolve into something. They all end up because the people suck. That's overall the people suck. And if the people suck, you're not getting anything better.
We the people suck.
We the people suck, exactly.
And the thing is, man, this is just something to consider. The Chinese throughout history are well adept at coming out with different ways to pacify people, to get them to be preoccupied. I mean, so this fucking TikTok thing, it's just insulting. It's just because it's like how we can, I just, I fucking hate TikTok, man. I hate it.
Well, and nobody's twisting anyone's arm. That's the thing. Nobody's twisting anyone's arm. It's just there, and everybody's diving.
It's like
on
a
board.
drug, man. They talk about regulating. They're like, oh, don't do whatever you do, man. You can't take it. And I get people who make a living.
TikTok. I got to be able to do this all fucking day.
And I sound more old than anything else, and probably there's a part of it, but it's like they're just data mining like fucking crazy, man. I mean, they're gonna fucking China's super AI because
we have to be feeding AI all that data. We have to be creating data sets for AI to utilize, even if it's crap. We're throwing out all of everything for AI to absorb. I love it. I'm a big supporter. I have no faith in mankind, and I think it's noble that we're gonna give ourselves over to AI and launch this new life form. I think
Peace and love, Radio Parlesk. Yeah, brave new world.
Brave new. Oh, this coffee keeps going down the wrong way. Again, tomorrow night, Radio Parlesque. Anybody else out there hanging out? We are going to have a puppet show. Midnight, tomorrow night. At midnight Eastern time here. It'll be on the Art of Floundering as well. It may be on Charlie Wood Lives. We'll see if he wants to run it over there. We're going to bring puppets. We're going to bring Ben Franklin. Ben motherfucking Franklin's going to be there. And, I mean, hey, you glad places aren't burning down? Lightning rods. You're welcome. That's what he's telling you. You're welcome. He's saying, Franklin's stove, you want more efficiency? You're welcome. That's what he does. He was a great man. He's a great man.
That's why he got high all the time, though, man. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, stop it with your so-called science, Ben Franklin, and embrace cat worship." And so he was like, "You know what? I can't do cat worship, you infidels. I'm gonna go blast grass, dude." So he bolted to France and taught the French how to get fucking high on real good weed. And that's why we had a good partnership.
Isn't there a series right now that is Franklin in France?
Yeah.
That has,
it's all wrong.
Douglas.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
Douglas is the guy in place. It's all wrong. If you want to know true history, you're gonna find it out tomorrow night. You're gonna find it out at midnight. We're gonna bring the truth behind those founding fathers. And just a lot of other raunchiness.
What really is fascinating, though, is kind of like George Washington. What a complete buffoon he was as a younger dude. I mean, he almost started like, their version of World War I by, hey, let's attack this encampment. It was like French and shit. I mean, whoops. I mean, whoo. I mean, it's amazing, dude. I mean,
people are flawed.
Definitely. I mean, definitely. I mean, he was a great dude. Don't get me wrong, but it's like everybody's history. He had some monumental fuck ups. I mean, just. And then Benedict Arnold,
make mistakes. Dude. I'm trying to recover from them now. We all make mistakes.
Oh,
and
dude.
And Thomas, I had thought at one point in time. Oh, I'm trying to think of what the name of it. I had wanted to. It was going to all be from the perspective of Sally. There in Mr. Jefferson's home, and I can't remember the name of the other house slave that was going to be, and it was Sally was always causing problems, and it was the lives of these, making them into real flawed characters, Jefferson and
I read a
Franklin
book about
Jefferson
that was I don't remember the name, but it was last year I read it. It was talking about like, dude, this guy was no saint, man. I mean, but it was like, it wasn't like woke history. It wasn't this. It was like just this is the source material, and this is the DNA test, and this is reality, and this is who this guy was. Here's the good and bad. There was a lot of good.
And everybody has that. Everybody has good and bad. You have bad, and if you don't overlook some of that, we'd have no heroes. We'd have zero people to look up to if you only looked at people that had no bad, that had nothing.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, like I never knew. My childhood heroes would grow up to kill their wife or their former wife and some dude, O.J. Simpson, or slip Mickeys to women so he could have sex with them when they're in a comatose state. Fucking Bill Cosby, two of my childhood heroes, man. And the other people Cheech and Chong, who also I listened to. My dad was like, whatever you think's funny, I'm good with. Cheech and Chong, and if you look at Cheech and Chong weren't family friendly. Well, Tommy Chong did do time for drug paraphernalia, which was bullshit. But they haven't done any, they're not going to court for fucking slipping Mickeys of the pot to people, and but it's just interesting. It's interesting,
Yeah, the ones that are portraying themselves as this greatness, because nobody, Tommy Chong was not trying to portray himself as any type of saint or anything, and that was a bullshit.
It was
it
total bullshit.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it was
they got-
because he sold bongs. They were considered art pieces. You know.
His son was the one running the company.
Yeah.
But because he was the owner, and he was like, okay, I'm taking the rap for this and everything, and it was the big name for the prosecutor to get there out in, was it Pennsylvania or something like that?
I want to say it was Texas, but I read his book I Chong. But it's been so long ago. They ought to make that into a movie.
I
when
watched
the time
an
comes.
interview that he did from prison, and that was
Well,
talking
according to
about
the
how
law,
it all
you know
happened
what?
and all
All that should be expunged now. According to all this marijuana related crime is supposed to be off the books now. They can't like pay you back for the time they took off of your fucking life. Shelley says she's got to get off the pot.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
Praise
got-
to your doctor and medical plan. Hopefully they'll do something safer, like prescriptions or something, much safer.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different, and there's places you can go after you're stuck on those too. And she knows. Kentucky.
Well, good luck.
Shelley knows that Kentucky's just.
Good luck detoxing. Good luck finding anywhere with the government funding the way it is. If you're going into pot withdrawals, you're not going to find some kind of pot methadone clinic. I can't find one.
They don't have them.
They pretend.
They don't
pretend
care
they're not,
about the potheads.
Yeah, they don't. They
it's
don't
like
care.
they're not even human. They just look away. They'll die one day, and just let them die. Let them kill themselves. Hey, just watch the potaholics doing that. It's
I wonder
really
what's
sad.
going on with Shelley. Why? I mean, I could see. I don't know.
What's happening? So you got to.
Alternative. They're telling her she's got to stop. There might be some medical reason. I couldn't think of one, but everybody's got a different body. That's the thing. That's why we got to be open to different approaches, man. I mean,
Are you having to completely go off of it? Is it a situation where the smoke and maybe you'd be able to,
yeah,
maybe
you
you'd be
shoot it
able to
up.
take
Can't you
edibles?
plug it?
Or plug
free
it?
base.
You can always,
you
you
know,
always
cream,
I can't, Michelle.
bathe in
Anyway,
it, fucking vape. I mean,
he's got some ideas. He's
Yeah,
got some
there's
good.
different ways.
There's other delivery device ways.
Yeah,
There's other ways
I mean,
to
we
do
can deliver that
that.
narcotic in a bunch of innovative ways to you.
Thriller
James, what's up, man?
Bam, peace and love. Where was it? I saw Thriller earlier. It was over at Gary's. It was over at Gary's when he was he was out there in the chat at Gary's and all that when Gary was doing the editing. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. What you up to down there?
I heard you guys saying Slipped and Mickey, and I was curious where that originated. So I was just looking it up. I apologize.
Anything
Mickey
interesting?
Finn.
Mickey Finn, yeah.
Yep.
A bartender who would slip drugs into his customers' their drinks so that he could rob them.
Oh man, I used to do that every Halloween. It was a really good time. Just with the, you just lace everything that you're giving out at the door, and it was always a good time.
Shelley looks as it's more of a financial thing.
Oh,
Oh, quitting for heart. Okay.
that yeah, you gotta. That's the thing. I hear. Shelley, have you heard what he pays for an ounce? Have you heard what he's able to get an ounce for? You'll lose your mind when he tells you what he can get ounces for.
$35 to $55 for an ounce of flour, with for medical card and veterans discount, which is like 10 to 15%. And I wish they could advertise, because I'm a huge fan of this dispensary I go to. It's not one of these fucking douchebag chains. They grow it all themselves indoors. They're not some of these idiots that go, oh, we're just going to grow it outside, because that's so unpredictable. They embrace the science. It's great fucking, it's fantastic weed. I've heard.
You've heard.
I've heard. Yeah, it's great.
I'm shelling out 60 for a quarter. I'm shelling out 60
I mean, that's
for
what
a
I was
quarter,
paying.
and
That's
I
what I was
can
paying in
get
Oklahoma.
half an ounce for 60.
Okay. Okay. So 120 for an ounce. That's not bad. I mean, anything. I consider anything under 150 to be great. I was paying about 350 an ounce in Oklahoma for medical. But it was great, but it
Yeah.
was still 350.
I just want to grow it. I got to move somewhere where it's legal and grow it. I think I'll Baltimore. Was that where I was? Bronx, but it was somewhere. It was somewhere with a
Yeah.
B. I can't remember. I'm
Baltimore
trying to.
is. I was gonna, before all this bullshit happened, and I was gonna, go really be a douchebag in D.C. And DC for anybody, it's fucking expensive as God knows what. But I was going to be an empty nester. I was going to live in Baltimore and take the train in. I'm a huge, and I know people diss on Baltimore. I think Baltimore is an awesome, awesome city. I love Baltimore. I think it is fantastic, dude. And
Baltimore, you heard it here. It's a
it's
fantastic place.
I mean, look, there's there's places, right? Like, where we would work at was pretty dicey, right? But I maybe I need to be more serious about this stuff. But that stuff has never bothered me. But it's like I think Baltimore's got great music, man. It's like the freaking crab cakes are out of control. Then again, yeah, maybe like if you're worried about heart and stuff, a bunch of fried crab cakes may not be the best life advice. I could pass out, but they're fantastic, dude.
You only live once. Enjoy it.
I just
Enjoy
love
it.
that. I love that part of the country. I mean, without some of the attitude, it's like the geography I like. Like I love parts of New Jersey, but it without the people of New Jersey.
That's what gets in the way. This would be a fucking beautiful place if it weren't for the people. Where I live, it'd just be gorgeous if it weren't for the people. The
But
people are what usually get in the way of happiness.
I get in this philosophical debate with my mom all the time. I'm delusional where I think Atlantic City is capable of being like this awesome place, but it's just, it's not.
the people. You're relying on people. That's the issue. People are let down. People they don't do right, and they got their issues, and so that's why I'm anti-people. I'm all for AI. I'm all for AI. I look forward to seeing what method it uses to exterminate.
Maybe that's the future of Atlantic City, because the thing about casinos is they generate income for the casino. There's no spillover locally, so maybe Atlantic City just needs to turn into like a pot town, where it's like all those fucking hippie stupid businesses like hemp rope and everything, and it's just you just go there, get high. It's just nothing about. It's like that place in Australia. It's the lungs of Philadelphia used to be what they said about Atlantic City. The high of Philadelphia. But I don't know. I'm joking, but they need to do something. They need to do something.
Well, you've got a lot of. You should be able to,
If I get that job, it's like an economic development.
You already know how to sell it. It's just all there.
There's the way there's the way that job description reads, and then there's the way that probably acts in. There's got to be so much corruption in that fucking city government. It's not even funny. You know what I mean?
There's a question down here for you. Have you ever had live rosin?
I don't. Is that wax? Is that? I mean, I've had
It's,
those.
It's like concentrated shit, like extra concentrated shit. Looks like honey or goo.
Well, I mean, okay. Speaking of which, I had a syringe of something that was like that. That you shoot in.
Oh, that's probably RSO.
Yeah, that's what I do a couple tubes of that to try to kick it up, but the only thing that really it doesn't.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, man. Yeah, I mean, it's man.
Get things going.
Oh, come on.
Damn,
Snoop,
you're
let's go.
hardcore.
No. See, it's this the human body. I don't metabolize stuff the way most people do, and but the flower works great. You know, it's
Flour
weird.
is
It's a
flour
better
is
high
what I
for me.
stick with.
Yeah,
I
mean,
enjoy the flour more. I enjoy
I do too.
burning it more. I've had the dabs and all right, but I mean the flour just it feels better. It's
Yeah.
all of the I don't give a shit about dab rigs. When I see a dab rig, it's oh well, good you have that disposable income to throw away on that. That's great. That's great. You use that. I'm not a car guy either. There's guys that'll talk about their cars and all the things they're gonna do to their cars, and it's like, isn't it just something to get you to the fucking store or work and then get back? It's utilitarian, and people want to make things into a lot of extra things, and so weed has now become just all this extra crap. It's why AI is going to judge us poorly. It's like you could have just burned this flower. You went through all of this, and these are all things now, and it'll probably it's because of our
certainly
waste.
when the Zenonians come back, they're going to be pissed because we're
Oh,
supposed to
God.
be way further along than where we're at in hemp development. We're neophytes, man.
We're
I
let
mean,
down.
we're primitive.
We're let down.
Yeah.
We deserve to be replaced. Yeah, we deserve to be replaced by the wonderful AI.
Yeah, I mean, we should have been able to split the power of the hemp plant by now.
It didn't
You
even
know.
say. Oh man. Oh, that's just wrong. That's just
Brutal.
wrong. Brutal. Hello there, Scotty.
Scotty B, what's up,
Scotty
man?
shows up last night. It's like first thing he wrote. Go to bed, Wes. It's just go to bed, Wes.
Yeah. What the
It's like fuck. I'm up here doing this.
Well,
And then
it was so late because I came. I mean, I saw you. I was like, holy shit, dude. It was late.
Dude, it was pretty late. I played. I think I did. I attempted to using an E chord and a D chord, fake my way through a little bit of Nights in White Satin.
Oh,
He had asked
cool.
for Moody Blues, and it's like, I'll just throw two chords and just see if I can do the lines to the first couple of things. I was watching that and laughing today. It was kind of fun. $300?
Wait, are we talking flour or are you talking live rosin?
That's got to be the live rosin.
Yeah.
That's gotta end up.
Also, hi, Shelley.
That. That's got to be a live rosin. And
Nice.
Ian just getting home from work, but that
Hey,
doesn't mean
peace and
he's
love,
just
Ian.
now gonna get his buzz. Ian starts. What time in lunch? You probably were. I saw Ian over at Gary's too. He was on break and he was asking Gary, "Why are you not at work?" And so I got the feeling Ian was probably doing some weed then. During his break. He's one of those working high. So it's not like he's coming home to unwind. He's coming home to just get high.
To just
without having to
continue,
work at the same-
right? Just to continue
his day.
his narcotic
He keeps that.
usage.
Was I sleeping? Was I sleeping? Is that what I was doing? I don't think I was sleeping. I might have been sleeping. I was green. I had green coloring. I was up for quite some time afterwards. Happy 4th of July, Ian. Happy 4th of
Hey,
July.
happy
And
happy 4th of July.
Let me mention this again, and it's one of the reasons we wanted to do this. Tomorrow night, midnight of 4th of July, which technically would have been midnight tonight. But midnight tomorrow, 24, 23, 22, whatever hours, we're going to do a puppet show. We're going to do an animation and puppet show. The Founding Fathers are all going to be over here with the Art of Floundering, who's going to be hanging. It's going to be here. It's going to be on the Art of Floundering's channel. Probably going to be on Charlie Wood. I don't know if she'll run it on hers or not. We're kind of lame, so she doesn't like to run it on hers. But we'll have the thing going. We're going to be doing the puppets and the animations and everything. It's going to be a raunchy, crazy, sick time.
And
but-
POTUS might show up too, man. Elvis
Oh.
Presley, President of the United States.
Yes.
President Presley?
Yeah, President Presley may show up.
Oh. I
Precedently.
had fun doing the Elvis songs last night. I felt and I felt good because Gemma, who comes in, and I was watching her live today. She had a live because it's been 6 months since her grandmother had passed away, so she was doing a live. But she came in And I didn't know about the 6 months. I didn't know that she was particularly sad and all that other stuff. And when I saw her, I went right back into the Elvis song that I had done early on, that can't help stop falling or can't help falling in love, because it's her favorite song. And so I went ahead and did that and everything. And she, it seemed to put her in a better mood, at least, during that. And then I was trying to find chords that I could just make up with Suspicious Minds. I'm gonna do covers of Suspicious Minds, and I did a country version of Rebel Rocker. That
That
I
sounded
heard
good.
that. That was
like
awesome.
that.
That was awesome, dude. That was awesome. I heard.
I
that.
was told it needed more twang. I really thought I did country on it, but I guess I've got to do even more twang. So between now and the 3rd of next month, I have to work on twang. Hi y'all. I gotta work on my country.
Well, I mean, maybe it was all the time I spent down in yonder way, man. But you're around the people. You can they
I'm
speak
right
the
there.
dialect there.
I can go
Yeah.
right into it. Apparently I was. I thought I was. I thought I was dragging everything out. I really thought I had a country thing going, but then I was told, no, you need to emphasize the twang more. You need more. I thought,
I'm
I
sorry
don't know
for
if I can
a
bring more.
note. I gave a note.
I don't know that I can bring more. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm capable of having more country. I'd have an easier time going as Karen. Oh, but Karen doesn't do the country. Oh man. You have been in one. I haven't. Now, everybody else, they go to dispensaries. They get to have,
Well,
a good
look,
time
man,
there at the dispensaries.
the pot, Shelly, doesn't just grow in the ground. Okay, if you want it, you're gonna have to go to the dispensary or a weed dealer. All of you need to wake up. All right, the pot doesn't grow in the ground, kids. Okay.
I can't believe that Bezos has not gone ahead and paid to have it federalized so he could be shipping it. He's already.
I
Why
can
would
tell
he
you
not be pushing for
because
legalization to really
well,
make that
I
happen?
don't want to bore you to death, but there's some stuff that's in the Constitution that actually impacts the fucking mail, and there's some stuff in an old thing, the direct mail marketers thing. It's why you can't send perfume and shit through. So, but you could send crickets. I've seen, dude, the stuff I've seen get through the mail will blow your fucking mind, dude. You know what I mean? But why they can't? Pot, you should be able to. You're right. Once it's legal, you should be able to, because it's an organic thing. It's not like perfume. There's a limit. That's why you can't ship wine. There's a limit on the alcohol that you can legally ship, and it's
Now,
crazy.
this isn't connected to that Comstock Act, right? This is something different than that.
Different. But
'Cause that's
they're in
the
the
one
process
that
of.
the anti-abortion people are
That's
using
different,
to try
that's
to
different,
stop
different.
shipments to
Yeah.
pharmacies and states and things along those lines.
In a previous life, I had done a study and written a bill to change all this, because there's like billions of dollars in the wine in wine shipping in this country market to be had. And the big thing is, and then I'll shut up. It gets confusing because every county's got a different, what they call, compliance. And compliance is a pain in the ass. And if you're some boutique, wine, you don't want to deal with it. But then you'll have these other companies that are kind of like the B2B, that will be the middle person that do the compliance aspect of the shipping. It's a whole thing. It's kind of fascinating. But anyway, if anybody's got motivation, there's money to be made in wine logistics.
It's neat how
Wine
we create
logistics?
bureaucracies.
Wine logistics, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's neat that we create bureaucracies that create entire industries. Just because
It's the beauty of the
everything
system.
I was doing, everything point of sale for school food service, the city of Chicago was claiming 300,000 free meals served every day when they were claiming entire enrollment and they were asking for reimbursement on all that, and the government said, no, we've got to start doing audits and everything. And that was when they put into place, the USDA gave them, I think it was 7 years or something like that, to all get in line with automated systems. They were all using cigar boxes and everything, right?
Right,
With punch
right.
cards and stuff, and so there's all these mandates, and that was the nice thing about being in that business. Well, you are going to buy someone's package. You
Right.
are going to have to make a purchase, and it wasn't their money. It wasn't the food service. They've got their own budget and everything, so they didn't necessarily have to talk to the district about anything. Food service is all run under the USDA program, and so it was a client that had to make a purchase. You just had to be the one that sold them on, we'll buy our stuff, because they weren't going to be able to keep using what they had, and there was no option other than you were moving into the future with computers and everything else here. So I kind of liked it, but they were still full of kickbacks and everything else. It was insane. Got chicks in the mail, baby chicks.
What?
Oh yeah,
think
man.
he-
I've seen. Oh,
yeah.
dude, it's the stuff I that's nothing, But I've seen that bugs, just different kind of feeder things. Yeah, man. It's like, especially South Louisiana, there was some weird shit in some of those plants, man. Yeah, that's where I saw a lot of baby chicks too. It's crazy. dude.
Louisiana.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, you heard it here first. There's some weird shit in Louisiana. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. Everybody else talks so highly of Louisiana. But no, we're going to let you know just how
No,
fucked
it's
up
weird,
it is in
dude. No, it's
Louisiana.
weird. I
Everywhere's
mean,
weird.
yeah, it is. It is. I mean, and the weirder they are, the more I want to live there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but not Louisiana.
no,
I'm
that's a
not-
different kind of weird. That's a different.
That's a different kind of
That's
weird.
a you got a pretty mouth kind of weird. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
don't need. I don't need that kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of weird. We've been going for over an hour. Should we wrap this thing
Yeah,
up?
I'm
let's-
going to
sure.
crash, man.
Everybody out there at midnight, it might be 11:55, but tomorrow night after the fireworks are done on the East Coast and Central and everything, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do a comedy show with puppets and animation. Karen is coming back, so be ready for that. Be ready for all that the Art of Floundering is gonna be bringing. I know that it's either going to be Scud or it's going to be little green-haired girl or somebody is going to be coming, and Charlie Wood ought to be arriving too. So it's going to be wrong. I'll just say that it's going to be wrong. Anything you'd like to say to the kids out there, Allie?
Have a good night. Drink water. Stay safe. And thanks for being here.
And Mr. Will Dick from the Art of Floundering podcast, what would you like to say to everybody?
Fall of Alex Jones Part 4 is on The Art of Floundering. Please take the time to watch it. It's an important message.
Yes, I want to reiterate that. Part 4, I watched that. Just really good, the Alex Jones story. And there'll be another on Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yep. Next Tuesday will be dark. It's
Oh,
gonna be
like
dark.
all these have been really.
No, it's not real. I mean, we've just kind of tap danced around the whole diaper
As
porn thing.
Santos is being held down and getting pegged there in
Right.
the scene with
Right.
Alex Jones with the diaper and everything. I don't want to give anything away,
Yeah.
but you'll want to get
But
over
that's
there.
not.
and you'll
I mean,
wanna
like I
watch.
said, we're tap dancing around diaper porn. Next week we'll be doing a deep dive into the dark world of diaper porn.
Oh, it's an expose type of program,
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody, make sure you are connected to the Art of Floundering podcast. Make sure you are connected to Allie. You're already here. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a big
Yes.
show. Have yourself a great day, a safe day. Enjoy yourself. Don't blow yourself up. Be here tomorrow to enjoy with us. Get high and have some laughs. That's what we're going to do. Peace and love, everybody.
Hey, drop that zero and get with a hero, yo.
Yo.